Welcome to the tutorial of the CDG4E Game Creator. The Game Creator was developed as part of the Erasmus Plus research project Create Digital Games for Education and is available free of charge to educators, students and other interested persons. As you can see here, the Game Creator is available via wazagames.com/gamecreator. And in order to get started, we need an account. So just click on Sign Up and choose a username and a password that you will remember. Because we do not collect any data except the username you choose, an email address is not necessary to use the Game Creator. But be aware that you need to remember your name and the password because there is no option to restore it later. So now you are successfully signed up and you can log in to your accounts. So now we are at the start screen of the Game Creator. You can either choose to create a game yourself or you play existing games. So just let's click into play to see how a game looks like. Of course, there are no saved games yet because you did not create a game and you didn't download one. So we just need to find games to try out. So just click on Search. In order to search for a game, you can either put in the game name here and you have to select a category. You can just skip the game name and go straight to the category. I'll pick here Media Literacy as the category and then click on Search, and here all the games are listed that are created within this category. So let's have a look at a game. I choose the game Applied Game Studies Marketing Hero that we created in the scope of the project. To play the game, you first need to download this game to your account. Now it's successfully downloaded and you can go back to your saved games and play the game. What you see here is the start card of the game. In this game, we wanted to put the players in the role of the new head of social media at Applied Games. And you need to choose which tweets you want to send out to your community and which you better discard. At the top of the screen, you see the available resources in the game. For this game, we defined 4 resources, which are named credibility, popularity, conscience, and influence. As you will learn later, when you get into the game creation, each resource has to have a start value, a minimum and a maximum value. And you can specify the values with which the game is won or lost. So let's have a look at the gameplay. That's the first tweet you can choose from. #cyber. What's the thing with blockchain and games? At Applied Games is going to find out. Now you have 2 options. You can swipe to the left to tweet this card or swipe to the right to discard it. Let's just tweet it and see what happens. That was actually a good topic and a good tweet. So your popularity went up and also your influence within the game studies community. Hashtag weather in Krems. The sun is shining. So let's see what happens when we tweet this one. Your influence went down. Probably it's not that important for the game studies community to read tweets about the weather, or your popularity went down, but your credibility went up because, of course, it was actually sunny in Krems when you wrote that tweet. And let's have a look at the last card, hashtag Minecraft. You can visit our campus and even defend your thesis in Minecraft. Let's tweet that as well. And that was also quite a good tweet. You have really the possibility to visit our campus in Minecraft. Yeah, and that goes on and on and on until all random cards here came into play. And we have a winning condition and a losing condition here. For instance, the winning condition would be to increase the popularity until 100 and the influence as well. Of course, you can also download the game, try it out, see what happens if you win or if you lose the game. The losing condition is when any of these resources are down to 0, you will lose the game. That was just one example for a game that you could create with the CDG4E game creator. And imagine now what other topics you could bring into play. When you think about topics or game ideas, be aware that with this game mechanics, it doesn't need to be a question about right or wrong. Rather, you could create games that encourage the players to reflect on a certain topic, to deal with the effects of their decisions, and to be aware that the actions in the game have consequences.